Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Oh, Tyler just disappeared on us. Oh, he's kind of back. Welcome
Holy
back
hell.
There we go. Hi.
to
Hello.
session 2 of the Frontier War, the brand new Aliens Colonial Marines Operations Manual campaign, not cinematic adventure, campaign. We're going to pick up right where we left off last week in the thick of it on Arcturus. Yes, I had to remember Arcturus. Before we do that, let's go ahead and we'll do the roundtable introductions, and we'll let everybody plug what they got going on. So, Jen, as always, we start with you.
Hi, my name is Jen. I stream on twitch.tv/Gentendo. Um, I currently stream Animal Crossing, dice pouring, and now that I've beaten Resident Evil 8 once, I'm planning on getting triple S ranks in all the mercenaries, which is likely never going to happen. So it's about as fruitless as my pursuit for all of the photos in Animal Crossing. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, that's what I do.
That's fair. How about your character?
Oh my God! Right, I have a character in this game.
Aradius?
Sorry.
Aradius? I know I kept saying your name wrong.
You can just call her
Aradia.
Rad if you want to. Iradia is really it. But
Aradia.
So Iradia is a frontline commando. She is like ready to just fight and fire at everything. She has an RPG, which I'm really looking forward to firing. Maybe this session. Who knows though? We're trying to be quiet.
This is a stealth mission. There's nukes. There's hostages.
I put a big silencer on my RPG.
Okay, it's just you just like
I silence the RPG.
It's covered in pillows.
It's a potato, just like in the movies.
Exactly.
It's just a giant potato and duct tape.
Potato.
Tyler, are you there?
Tyler, can you hear us?
I see your full name on screen. All right, we'll skip Tyler and we'll come back to him.
Yes, that'd be good.
All right, you are there. We just can't see you.
I am here. Yeah, it's not letting me turn my camera on, which is weird.
Try a different port. I had that issue a few weeks ago.
That's a good plan. I will do that right now.
But while you do that, I will jump over to Bill. Bill, hello. Welcome back.
Hello, everybody. My name is Bill, and I am playing a character named Clarence A.W. Revolver. The A.W. stands for Artificial Womb Soldier. He is easily the strongest person in any room with a capped out strength stat of 7, which you can only get using the new rule book. He's 6'2", 245 pound, blonde hair is kept in a tight top knot on top of his head. This very large man thinks he is a ninja and carries around a katana for some reason in the 23rd century.
Yeah.
Mostly he is an egomaniac who thinks might is right and wants to silently kill people.
Yeah. True. Very accurate. All right, Evan, tell us about what do you got going on, and you're the leader of this squad.
Yes. Tuesday we'll be playing in.
Escape from Kano Island.
Thank you. I couldn't think of the name.
I know. I could tell. That's why I jumped in to
Yes.
save you.
We're playing some 5th edition with Aaron, so we'll be continuing to play last week, but pick up this week, fight some big kaiju, see if we live, see if we die. We'll find out. But in this game, I'm playing Sergeant Quill Riverby, the most nervous, most unsure leader the Army's ever seen. But for some reason, he has been put in a position to lead. And maybe one day he'll become better. But for now, he will just make sure everybody doubts him.
There you go. That the
He's
Marine
very
Corps has ever
nerdy.
seen. The Marine Corps.
Yeah.
The Canadians are the Army. Come on now.
True. He's very nerdy. He has small little glasses. He's very skinny. He's This probably looks like an IT soldier or IT person that was put on in a soldier's uniform. He has yet to shoot a gun, but he's not that bad at it. But the brains, that's what he's here for.
He's the brains. Doesn't like Tyler's character outrank you and still has to take orders from you?
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's true.
All right, Aaron, what do you got going on this week?
So I'll be playing with Evan and you on Tuesday night while in Skullcano Island. On Wednesday, I'll be over on Garblag Games playing Warhammer Fantasy 4th Edition. And then on Friday, also on Garblag Games, we'll be playing some Dune. We created our house and characters last week, and we'll be jumping into some fun Dune stuff then.
Sweet.
Dune.
And I am
Awesome.
playing. Yeah, it should be good. We'll be infiltrating the Harkonnens during Raban's reign before the Atreides come and take over. So it should be fun. But in this game, I'm playing Lance Corporal Hiro Hanzo. He is a average height man with a very, very clean black, high and tight black eyes. He has a deadpan expression at all times and has a hard time socializing with anyone that isn't very strict military. So he's having some problems with his current sergeant, but as a dedicated marksman and expert sniper, he's going to work through that one way or the other.
I couldn't tell if it was like you in real life getting stressed with Evan or your
no,
character.
It's all character. In real
being-
life, I was just a good old-fashioned psyops and interrogator. So all of my NCOs were different. Let's just put it that way. No, it was all character stuff.
Okay. I was like, oh, he's driving you crazy.
No, not at all.
All right. Tyler is back. Welcome back,
Yes.
Tyler.
Hello. Can you all hear me? Okay.
Yes,
See
you
me? Okay.
sound fine. You sound great.
All right. Wonderful. Hopefully the glitch doesn't happen again. I just recently started streaming again. Last week, Biomutant came out, and so I've been playing that like nonstop. Basically Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, from noon, Nova Scotian time, ADT, AST.
Nobody knows what that is.
Yeah, right. That's why I was like, why say it? But and on Fridays, at least this coming Friday, I run my own system called Law and Honor, which is like Law and Order, but anime and angels and stuff. I think like Buffy and Angel, but anime. That's it. And that's what I have going on actually. And my birthday is this week coming on Wednesday. That's gonna be super fun.
So check out his Amazon wish list and buy him all his stuff.
No, do not. No, you'll just see a lot of Gundam Gunplas that I will never buy because they cost like $200, and I'm like, no. But that's me.
Very good, very good. All right, so last week we kicked off the Frontier War campaign. Things started off with you heading back to your home base, Fort Nebraska, and you were awoken on the way there and told that it's been nuked. It's been vaporized, and the UPP are to blame, those dirty space Russians. So you are going to war with the UPP, and yeah, you're on your way to the front lines now that your home base is gone and you want revenge. Along the way, a message was intercepted from Arcturus, home planet of the Arcturians. There was a hostage situation. Apparently, a cult by the name of the Children of the Two Divines was there. They are xenophobes. They had taken the Arcturians prisoner. They apparently have a nuke. That's the rumor. And you were to go in there, free the hostages, be quiet as possible, and you also have intel that some of the high-ranking members of the Children of the Two Divines are on planet. You are to take them alive. You're also to find a scientist from the Gehold God Institute. She is also down there, and she's a high priority target that you're supposed to bring back alive no matter what. Right? Did I leave anything out on what the mission is?
Sounds about right.
You got all of it.
All right, so you made your way down to Arrakis. You were dropped Arcturus, not Arrakis. Arrakis is the planet that was nuked where your base was. Arcturus. You were dropped off at a distance. You were given an APC because you had to go in quietly. You couldn't alert them to your presence. They already dropped some nerve toxin on the Colonial Marines that were stationed there and took them out instantly. And you were informed that they had stolen some of their vehicles. They were patrolling the area, and you were given a big map and told, find a way in, just be quiet and don't kill people. So you headed out into the desert. You encountered almost immediately some of these cultists in a vehicle that they stole from the Colonial Marines. And I believe you decided just to drive around it. You gave it a wide berth, didn't you?
I think so.
Yeah, the first one we gave a wide berth to. We ran into a second one, and I believe Hanzo one-shot the driver, and our ex-sniper one-shot the passenger.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Good
Banga,
old one. The good old one,
Benghazi.
too.
for all the gift subs. Sorry, the whole bunch of gift subs was just given out here.
Yeah.
And
Bangladesh,
Frendon's
my
gifting
buddy.
also. Thank you.
And
Oh.
Frendon.
Before that happened, though, you encountered some Arcturian farmers who escaped from the Grand Kavass. That's where everybody was being held. You encountered them. They wanted some safe passage, and there was some back and forth, and it was decided, no, we can't take you. That's against regulation. And that's when you saw this Sidewinder vehicle barreling across the desert, smoke or dust kicking up. Hanzo one-shotted the driver right in the head, took him out, and then there was also a cultist on the gun on the back. I can't remember who took care of that. Somebody. One of you.
Old man.
Our ex-sniper.
Yep.
I think so. Was it?
Yep.
Was it
it
me?
was. It was
Seth.
you.
Excellent.
Seth.
So you
Good old
decided
Seth.
to get Seth, yeah. You decided to give the Arcturians the commandeered Sidewinder and told them to make off towards the old abandoned farms on the far side of this region, and they let you know that the safest way in was through the, I was going to say the back door. It was literally the back door, but what was it called? It was called the
Residential
The
gate.
residential
residential. Thank you, Bay. And you made your way in there. There was a Weyland-Yutani shuttle bus that was parked there that's used to bring people in, to bring them to this Grand Kavass. The Grand Kavass is a building where they welcome people from off planet. Their ships come and land in there. There's landing bays, and they gather and they welcome people when they come to visit their planet. So you made your way through there, and you actually found the bay with their ship in it. Their ship was damaged. It was damaged by the Colonial Marines when they dropped the nerve toxin on them, and they had a bunch of Arcturian roughnecks working on repairing it. There was also, a dozen bodies littering the floor as well. And this is where we left off, with Hanzo and Clarence going in and slitting the throats of the two children of the first divine, or the two divines that were in there. Correct?
Correct.
Yeah, I believe it was a EMP grenade toss followed by taking them out while they were incapacitated.
Yes. We failed our empathy rolls and were able to coup de grace
Right.
these two.
Did you
Like
both take a
pros.
stress for that?
Yes, but then we took a 10-minute rest there to try to de-escalate our stress a little, and that's where we ended.
Gotcha, yeah. So 5 to 10 minutes will get you one stress reduced. If anybody has...
And then she used banter.
Oh yeah, Jen used banter, which is another 2.
Mhm.
Or Aradia used banter, which is another 2 stress. So we've shed a bunch of stress. We've got some information that they're all in the Grand Kavass. There was someone helping, well, appeared to be a captive, but was actively helping them at the same time as well. You were told. And you asked about a nuke. They weren't sure about a nuke, and there was definitely nerve toxins and gases released here in the Grand Kavass. So let's pick up where we left off. So you're in the shuttle bay where their ship is parked. You've got the roughnecks. You've sealed the door. You took 10 minutes. We'll say you took stock. You spoke to the Arcturians that were in there, shed some stress, and you've got a better grip now on this whole situation and where you are, and perhaps the approach you want to take. So where do we want to go from here?
Hanzo gets right up in front of the sergeant again. Sergeant,
Yes.
what are your orders? And remember, this is a stealth mission. You should lower your voice.
Yes. I felt like I've been very stealthy. Everybody wants to shoot guns and blow people up. But do we know, so from where we are, there's just an entrance to the main Grand Kavass? Do we know anything about?
So there were roads. I'll activate that layer again where you can kind of see the
Yeah.
Grand Kavass. So the Grand Kavass is the center building in there. That's kind of like what you know from your intels. Their archives are kept there with all of their history. There's their art and their writings and teachings are all in there. And you're in a number of buildings and roadways that kind of intersect. Remember, the whole complex looks from the sky like crop circles. So there's circles running within circles. The roadways were carved deep into the bedrock, and they're adorned with Arcturian art. And there was also the strange art in the sand on the way in here as well.
So, are the roadways like a form of cover because they're underneath the ground in a sense, or are they still like on top of the land?
They would be a somewhat cover, but if anybody's going to be traveling, they will be using these roadways as well. But you're not standing up up in the open because they are carved down into the bedrock.
And would we get any information from the Arcturians that were here about which entrances exist in the Grand Kavas and how many there are?
Like how many entrances to the Grand Kavas? You know that there
or
is,
like where they came from, or where, because like these guys are like the residential gate's a great spot to sneak out of.
Yeah.
I'm just curious.
Those guys are gone.
Yeah, but how about the roughnecks that we helped?
Yeah, the guys we
in
just
here?
got. Yeah.
The Arcturian Roughnecks. Yeah, they say we were in the Grand Kavas. They took us. They brought us here to repair their ship when the others came. There was at least 40 of us in there, and they took a massive weapon. And they were doing something in one of the rooms. It sounded like they were trying to blow open a hole in the floor or the wall. There's one way in there, but if you go in, the first area is a vestibule where you can kind of get your bearings before they see you. But there is a vent shaft in there that you could take and go up above them and into the room they're in, hopefully without them being aware.
Wow, that's a great idea.
Can you tell us how many of them there are, and how are they armed?
There were 8 of them total, and they're all carrying AKs.
Who is their
Sounds like
apparent
we-
leader?
There was an older man, and they kept calling him the Grand Seer. And he describes a Caucasian,
It's the guy from the pamphlets.
old
right?
man, yeah, kind of like gray hair. It's from the description he gives you, it's the image you were shown of Jan Sreddy, the Grand Seer and leader of the Children of the Two Divines. And he says, well, he was also talking to a woman the whole time. She almost kind of seemed to be calling the shots as well. She had short cropped hair, and they kept calling her mother. And she was directing the others around when they went to the other room and the blasting started.
Did there appear to be any other lieutenants that this older man or woman were speaking with?
Well, no, but some of the firstborn, they are, or they refer to them as the firstborn, and they are much more skilled at combat and heavily armed than the others.
And how many of the 8 would you say were firstborn?
He sits there and he thinks, maybe 3, 4.
Yet they were still just armed with AKs.
AKs, but they seem like maybe ex-military, and they know how to handle themselves, whereas the others just kind of seemed like everyday sort of folks who were handed a gun for the first time.
What was their disposition within the central area? Did they move around? Did they have specific postings? How were they observing the hostages?
Well, they have everybody in the middle of the room, and there's 2 of them closest to the entrance, and 2 more that had some nerve toxin in a canister up on the stairs, overlooking all the hostages as well. Those were the 4 I remember in there, and they kept threatening if anything would happen, they would shoot or kick over the toxin and kill everyone in the room.
Does the ventilation system you mentioned lead over those stairwells? And is there an exit from the vents in the upper area?
It does lead over. It goes right over top of the great flame that burns in the middle of that room, right where all the hostages are are bundled together. But there's no way out of that vent as far as I know.
Having read the pamphlet, do I know anything about Mother? Like, is there any reference to them in the hierarchy or?
No.
Okay.
That was not mentioned in your briefing. There was no mother figure mentioned. Just this Grand Seer Jans Reddy.
Okay.
Seth would go up to our fine leader and be like, I have a suggestion.
Yeah, what is it? I'm whispering.
Me too. We gotta keep quiet. I'm doing my
Yeah.
best not to cough because my lungs are bad.
Because you're old, it's not because your lungs are bad.
It's the same thing. But yes, I agree. What do you think if we were able to get into any of the electronical systems of this base that we could pick up any transmissions that these people may be passing along and learn something about this mother or what is anything like that? Our electronic tools could prove useful, perhaps. Is there anything we could find to jack into?
It is possible, but I don't think we've ran into anything yet. Maybe there's computers in the main area.
Seth will say, "I will keep my one good eye open," and he just keeps his eye open. He pulls out his sniper binocular thing and keeps the eye out for stuff.
One more question for the Roughnecks. What is the lighting condition inside the main room of the Grand Kavas?
Oh, it's very well lit. And like I said, there's a big grand fire that is always burning in the middle of the room.
Matt, whenever we approached this station, you said there was one camera outside.
Yes.
Do we see inside of this area that we're in right now anything that the camera connects to? Like, does it look like this is where that camera is connected to, or does it look like it's connected somewhere else?
If there's a panel or console in here?
Basically, is this is this where that camera was being monitored from?
No.
Okay, cool. And did we walk in front of that? Did we walk right through?
No,
We
I think
snuck past it.
with the observation roll,
Okay.
I let you get past it without it. I think
Cool.
didn't
I rolled
Clarence there.
3 or 4 successes on my stealth.
Yeah,
and we
so I
avoided it.
passed on the successes
Yeah.
to all of you and pointed it out with that many successes.
Cool.
TP carry riot.
That's rough.
No, thank you.
So it sounds like the biggest issue we have is if we get into the vents, how do we get out of the vents to save everybody?
And it will have very limited time if they have 2 agents. with
Lower
nerve
your
gas.
voice, soldier!
Sir. Yes.
You must whisper.
Sir.
You must whisper, hero. We're all like huddled in together real close.
Yeah, we're like as close as
No.
we can get.
yeah,
Hero-
like face to face.
Hero gets even closer to the sergeant, almost putting his cheek up against his cheek, and he whispers in the sergeant's ear,
Some sweat's coming down.
"Sir, yes, sir. We're here to follow your orders, sir. What would you have us do?"
Perhaps we have a group that goes in the vents and a group that goes on the ground. Pincer maneuver. I learned it in my officer's manual, and he pulls it out. He's on like the tactician chapter.
Hero sighs once again, lowers his head. He goes, "Yes, sir. I still think the first 2 targets should be the 2 agents with the nerve agent."
That would be the vent crew. Sounds like.
Agreed. I would like to opt into going into the vent, sir.
Your request is accepted. Anyone else want to go in the vent?
Seth puts their hand up.
The
Alright.
roughneck's just kind of standing there and goes, only one of you can go in the vent at a time. It's kind of cramped in there.
Oh, we could just send Clarence. He is the quietest of us. Maybe
From
hand him
inside
another.
the vent, I can observe everything and report back to you as quietly as possible, sir.
That's true. We could stay in the first area while you go in the vents.
We have Seth is like we could could we hack into our own personal built-in tactical cameras that's in our helmets, and that way we could watch Clarence and get it live feed.
I think he can just press the stream button and it just records it. We can all see it.
Oh, then perfect. See, I'm too old. I don't know how these things work. That's why I need
Yeah, it's
you
new
young.
technology. Yeah, I understand.
Yeah, that's why we need
I'm
you
only
here. That's why
200 years
you're
old.
the boss. That's why you're the boss.
Sergeant,
So-
we could also disguise two of us in the uniform and clothes of these two that we've slain, and perhaps infiltrate the room unaware.
Well, we could disguise all four of us now, right? We have 4 uniforms.
Yeah, I took a bunch of uniforms
Ah,
before.
yeah.
Because
How about-
I wanted
okay,
to
so
do that.
Clarence-
I'm already dressed
Clarence
up like
is
that.
not the disguised. He's going in the vent, and the 4 of us will be disguised.
Perfect.
All right, the plan is getting better and better.
Same things on these bodies. Same guns. They have the writings of the Grand Seer on them. Exact same items. No difference.
Yeah.
Is there anything similar to that of a shotgun?
I have a shotgun. Do you want one?
Oh yeah, Seth is like, yes. It's easier when someone's close with my one eye, my depth perception. Sometimes shooting too far,
Yeah.
I can't do it.
Sorry.
I had a-
Have your shotgun.
I killed like 30 people during the disease outbreak. It's really easy. He'll hand it to you.
Thank you.
We should hand another EMP grenade to Clarence just in case he has an opportunity to remove some subjects.
I have 2, sir.
Oh, okay, good. I gave you one. I didn't know I gave you both, but maybe someone else gave you one.
Nope, I had 2 from before, sir.
Sweet.
I brought 2 with me.
We really need a name because I can't say move out with blah 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 group, blah 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 company. All right, let's move out.
We have a name, don't we?
No,
Your
we
Kilo-
don't have an
your
we
Kilo
don't have an
squad.
official one.
But he wants a
We should-
nickname for your
Oh.
squad.
We need to do what they do in
Like
in,
the Death
in
Rattlers.
let's take the first initial of
Little
our
snakes.
first names or our last names and see what abbreviation we get and see
Oh,
what the
no.
closest name it is.
Jesus
That's what you
Christ.
got to
This,
do.
this seems like a good thing to do later.
Yeah, we'll do that
Yes.
later. The Death
Yes.
Rattlers. You're getting laughed
The
at in the chat. All right. So we're going to
Hey,
move
it's a
out.
great name.
Clarence, are you taking point again, and are you going sneaky
I'm
through these
taking
roadways?
point, yes.
All right, make me your roll, please. I was going to say observation. It's not observation.
Mobility,
Mobility
or
roll. Mobility roll, please.
Ooh, I have good. I'm happy that my old man has good mobility actually as well. I like 6. Oh wow.
All
Yeah.
right.
Awesome.
So you're sneaking up, and so remember the roadways, they're chiseled and carved with all sorts of Arcturian art as you're making your way through these roadways. And you see all sorts of images. They all relate to them trying to contact beings in the sky. They're all humanoid in shape, but they're much larger than the Arcturians. And the art all revolves around this. They're very fixated, their whole culture, on contacting their gods in the sky. And you're making your way through, and with that roll, you come around a corner, and you see 2 of these cultists. And they're kind of standing there. They're standing in the street. They got their guns up on their shoulders, and they've got this big metal, it's almost like an urn, sitting in the road between the 2 of them. And it's about 24 inches tall, 2 feet tall. It's almost shaped like a coffin, but it's perfectly cylinder shaped. So it's like tighter at the top, goes wide, and then goes tighter again towards the bottom. And you can see from there some like hieroglyphs on the urn as well. And they're hunched over, and you can hear them talking like, "This is it. This means something. We need to get this to Grand Seer. This is important. We'll get promoted if we get this back to him."
I'm going to radio back to our team that what's going on, and that it might make sense to send forward Hanzo to eliminate 2 targets. Maybe I could sneak up and take out the other one.
So Hanzo looks at the sergeant.
So can you be quiet? Can you do it silently?
Yeah, yes, Sergeant. I can do it silently. My sniper rifle is suppressed.
Oh, news to me. All right. Good luck, soldier.
Do you actually have a suppression for your sniper rifle?
Yeah.
Spend that money. Yeah.
I actually didn't know you had one.
No,
Yeah.
yeah. He goes, Sergeant, soldiers are in the army. We're Marines.
Oh. Oh!
Oh,
Shots fired.
I think I need to go to the bathroom. Take a break. Take a breather.
So Hanzo will sneak up with his sniper rifle.
Okay. Yeah, you can get up to Clarence. He's giving you the information, the whereabouts, and how to get up there. So I'm not going to make you roll your mobility go up there because he got more than one success. So I'm okay with this. So Hanzo is going to meet up where you are, Clarence. You both have clear line of sight on these two cultists who have this urn. They're kind of like back and forth. One of them kind of grabs it and it scrapes across the bedrock. It's made of metal. The other one, no, I'm going to take it in. No, I'm going to take it in. I'm going to show them. I'm the one who's going to get.
While
the
they're
promotion.
distracted, do I have an opportunity to sneak up to them with my sword out?
Yes, you do. You
Um,
want to make
Hanzo,
me another?
please
another
cover me. I'm
mobility
going to approach.
So Hanzo just aims and he's just waiting till they either notice him or wait until Clarence chops one of their heads off.
roll? All right, so make me another mobility roll, Clarence.
I just did. I got a.
Oh, did you?
success.
Okay, so you sneak up there, undetected, because they're arguing. They're arguing over this object they're obsessed with. You get up behind them. Did you want to go ahead and make a failed empathy roll to slit one of their throats? We're going to coup de grace here.
Am I doing a coup de grace or just a close combat outright attack?
Oh yeah, this is an attack. Go ahead and make an attack. You want to push that?
Ooh.
Uh,
Yes.
yeah, let's go.
For
Oh,
future
nice.
reference, click the katana on your inventory sheet because it'll actually display damage and everything for me.
Sorry about that.
It's all good. And it makes cool sounds. So go ahead and roll me your stress die, please. Coup de Gracie. 7. Nervous twitch. Ooh.
Uh-oh.
Nobody's in short range of me but me.
Oh.
No one's in short
Good
range of you, but you start to twitch. All right. As you get closer. But you don't make any sound. Your eye just kind of starts going. Your shoulder spasms, and you get over there. So you did how much damage total? How many successes did you have total?
Well, I would actually like to. So I'm going to use one. My first is the damage, right? And it's 2 damage with my katana.
Yeah.
The second one, I'd like to use one of the
Yeah.
close combat things, and I think I'd like to. Either opponent falls prone or knock or pull weapon or object from opponent. I think I'm going to disarm him.
So your main damage on your weapon though is 2, right?
Yes.
You kill him with 2 damage. These seem to be the not combat trained children of the 2 divines that you're encountering.
So as soon as Clarence sticks the katana through the back of that one guy's neck and pops out his mouth, I fire.
Please roll. Oh, make me a panic roll. That's a hit though. It's a hit and it's a confirmed kill.
All right, let's roll some stress.
Since that's going on, Seth has their old sniper scope to kind of look around to see if there's anyone else that might be around, and if so, to keep an eye out for that. If I could do an observation check,
Sure.
perhaps.
Yes, go ahead and make me an observation check. Go ahead. Panic, you kept it together, so you're fine. Did you want to roll injury? That was something you had asked me for in the past. Even though that's a kill, do you still want to roll on the injury table, or are you good?
Not unless it's like a major villain or something like that.
Okay, very good. I forgot about that last week, because I know you had asked specifically about it, and then I was like, oh, you just killed him. You killed him.
Yeah, I didn't end up taking that talent anyway, so it's not as critical. But
Okay, so Clarence runs one of these guys through. He grabs him before he falls to the ground, and like as you're running through, boom, a suppressed shot rings out. You hear like a muffled poof, and all of a sudden, the guy next to him just kind of jerks, falls to the ground. Both killed.
I get sprayed with gore.
You get sprayed with blood as the bullet continues right through this cultist, and you have this big urn now in front of you.
Can I see anyone else around us? I'm assuming not.
There's no one else around you. Seth, with your roll, you scan the area, and it looks like you're all clear. It looks like these two were acting on their own. They were in between buildings. No one else around. There's bodies around from those who were affected by the nerve toxin and agent, but as of living people and cultists, no, the streets are clear.
Okay, and does it look like it's like a straight away to get to where we need to go?
Yeah, it looks like you're on the main road to get to the Grand Kavass at this point.
Cool. Okay, excellent.
When you guys get up to Clarence, his biggest objective in life has been to silently kill an enemy with his sword, and he is incredibly happy and thinking about taking a trophy. But he's pulling the bodies into the nearest building so they're not seen.
Sergeant, in accordance with our orders, I think we should secure this artifact somewhere so it's not damaged or taken by the enemy.
We could use it as bait to get inside as well. We could pretend to be bringing the artifact in as reward for our good deeds as cultists, while Clarence sneaks in the vents and we get a good feel of what's going on. Maybe only 2 of us go and the other 2 follow from behind.
Sergeant, that is an excellent plan.
He doesn't know what to say.
So you want to take this artifact with you?
Yeah, I want to. Maybe I don't know who wants to go. I mean, I'll go if someone wants to go with him. Maybe Aradia, since she has been wanting to like beat some shit.
Aradia's got a smart gun and wants to shoot it.
Do it.
All the
But you can't pull it out. Obviously, we're like going in to like deliver the artifact, so we're finishing the job. But
you know,
I have a knife. I have a knife.
Clarence, while you're up there, it looks like there's maybe a lid on the top of this thing. You could open it up and see what's inside this urn if you want.
I think I'm not going to play with the... Yeah, I've seen the movies too there, Matt.
That is
Hey, you have to forget. You forget what you know in the movies. Your Marine has never seen
anything.
anything.
That is 100% a. Do you want to push your roll, Matt? Question there is like, do you want
wanna
to open it up, peek inside?
I'm more very much interested in the guy I killed and cleaning my sword. And
All right.
Just looking over the corpse.
Was this the mission where they wanted us to bring back heads, or was that another mission?
That was not this mission. This was to
not this mission.
bring people back.
Sneaky mission.
No hostages killed, especially the high profile ones, and to bring in the high ranking children of the 2 divine members.
Okay, so
And protect all the artifacts that we could.
Yes.
yeah. So what do we see entrance-wise? There's just one entrance that we can walk
So
into.
yeah, we'll say so. You're heading up the road, and there is one entrance to head into. There's one doorway. There are no guards outside of the Grand Kavass, which is strange. But the roughneck did tell you that there is a vestibule or like a greeting area when you first come into this. It's kind of like detached from the main area where the hostages were kept.
And that's not where the vents are.
So you can get into the vent from the vestibule, and it leads up and over the main room where the hostages are being kept.
In the vestibule, does it also like stay on the first floor too? Like you could connect back into the main room?
Yes, it's connected.
Okay, so it sounds like we should send Hero and Seth in the vestibule with Clarence that goes in the vent, and then me and Aradia will bring the artifact slowly so you guys can like get in position to be wherever you guys can comms in when we should start heading that way.
All right.
Once again, Sergeant, that's a very good plan.
So let's do a group stealth roll as you make your way.
Do you want us to roll if me and Jen aren't moving yet?
No,
or...
so it's just going to be
Okay,
for
just the fun theory.
Hanzo, Clarence, and Seth. You're going up with them as well?
Yep.
So
And
anybody,
that's just gonna be mobility.
it's going to be mobility, and we're going to do a group roll for this because
Okay.
you're all going up. So we'll just kind of do it as one. Clarence, I'm assuming you have the best score out of all of them for this.
Not necessarily. I have agility 2, but I have 4 additional dice in mobility.
I'm the same. I have 3 agility and 3 mobility, so a total of 6 for stealth.
And I've got a 5 agility and a 1 mobility for a total of 6.
They're all
So we're all the
Roll
same.
6. That's perfect. We just all roll.
So whoever wants to roll, go ahead and take 2 extra die to account for the other 2. You're all working together and look on lookout. So
I think-
whoever's
I think-
rolling, it's going to be 8 dice.
I think Clarence should roll because he's been
Yes.
hot on mobility.
Yes.
And let's add 2 dice. Not 20. That would be.
Oh, do you want to push
Oh.
that,
Of
Clarence?
course, I'm going to push that.
Oh my
Oh.
goodness! Roll panic.
I don't like it. We're all close now. You don't get twitchy.
Oh, I have to do it for my sheet, eh? I can't just hit the stress button.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Top
you
of the
do
sheet. Panic condition +3. Roll 4. More
Ooh.
panic.
Ooh.
So your panic is increased. PC's panic has increased by 1 step to level 8. What? Tremble. You start to tremble uncontrollably. All skill rolls using agility suffer a -2 modification until your panic stops. Ooh.
So I'm up to 8 panic or stress?
No, it's level
Level
8
8.
panic.
Oh, okay.
What does that mean? Oh,
Someone has to calm him down.
oh, cool. When
So
it says
someone-
roll 4 more panic, does that mean he has to be at the roll panic 4 more times?
No.
He rolled a 4
Oh.
plus his 3.
Oof.
So someone could come to your aid and make a command roll to calm you down.
Okay, my empathy is 2 and my command is 0. So how about you, Doc?
I have a total of 5 because I have 5 empathy.
And
You're
you're the only
gonna
one
do it
there,
better
so
than I
you
am.
have to.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, like Seth just is like, literally, it's just like, where he's gonna try. So it's command.
Mhm.
All right, let's see how we go. Oh,
Yeah.
my stress got me it. But I only need 1. So Seth sees that that Clarence, right, is having this, is not doing well. They're trembling. Seth puts a hand on, like on their shoulder, and like makes them look at them as like, Clarence, calm down. You did amazing back there, and you're gonna do amazing at this point too. So don't you worry. Just stay calm and get that blade ready to get rid of some scum. And I'll keep you covered.
Oh, wow. Nice. It even says panic is over in the little chat.
Yeah, it was so cool. I love it.
All right, so he's giving you a pep talk. So you were taking point, and you're like in the middle of the road. Like you started to tremble. You kind of lost it. You weren't here. You weren't here. Your mind is elsewhere. You're an artificial womb soldier. I don't know what happened to you there, but you're standing in the middle of the road, out in the open, clear as day. If anybody's in this area, they can completely see you. Surprisingly, to your shock, the 3 of you kind of lay low after you pull Clarence back, and it seems like there's no guards and no one saw you as far as you can tell. Push on.
We should probably see if there are any cameras around.
Yeah, I have my eyes.
Yeah, make me an
My one
observation
eye.
roll.
Question: how do you add modifiers to your rolls in this again?
If you right click
Right
on the
click.
skill, it'll
Right
bring
click.
up a box.
Because the binocular thingy gives me a +1. So there we go.
Your binocs.
My
All right.
binoc-
So
Yeah,
with your
yeah.
one good eye looking through your binoculars, 100%. There are like multiple cameras. You count 3 of them, and it looks like Clarence like walked right in the clear line of sight, intersecting for all 3.
Oh, can I see if there's an electrical box nearby that might be there? Like, it's gonna allow me to get in there?
With
have
with
my,
2 successes, I'm going to say yes.
Yeah.
You are able to locate one nearby that the wires are all kind of feeding into.
are any of us still in the line of sight of the camera?
I'm going to say you pulled Clarence back and out
cool.
of the way when you went over there to did the pep talk.
And I would say to Clarence, I have some electronic tools. My hands aren't the best, but I should be able to mess with the camera so we can get by without them seeing us, hopefully.
At that point, Hanzo will activate his throat mic and Sergeant Quill. There is a chance that our approach has been compromised. We have not seen any enemy forces at this point, but we have moved into the range of a camera, be advised.
Oh, maybe we should start moving in to make some distraction while you guys get further.
I would not advise that, Sergeant. If they come out at us, we'll be the distraction you need to get in there.
All right.
Your mission is priority. We're expendable.
Who is suited up in cultist outfits right now? Like, did you 3 leave? Suited?
Everyone but
I think we all are.
Clarence.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know if
Everyone but
unless
Clarence.
Clarence is pulling on. Yeah.
Okay.
No, I don't have one on. Might be a good
So-
opportunity for the 2 people in cultist outfits to start walking through.
We just
Yeah.
had a discussion that said no.
Does Seth need to pull anything like a door open or anything to get to the wires, or can he just start?
There's a panel on
plugging
it,
things
but
in.
yeah, you can like jack into it with your. Did you take something that would help you with this?
Yes, he has. He has electronic tools.
Okay.
Give me a +1 to comm tech.
Okay, go for it.
This old man has been around so long; he's basically a jack of all trades.
Do you want to push that?
And I am gonna push that. Yes. Let's see.
Okay, you did
Ooh.
it. You succeed. So you're on there. You're using your tools. You're kind of monitoring everything, and you kill the feed to the cameras on this whole
Good.
street. Make me a panic roll, please.
And is that? Do I click stress or where do I click?
No, you have
that?
to go on your character sheet and click panic in the top right-hand corner.
I think it just says stress.
Oh, does it say stress? Sorry, I'm not looking at it. So stress.
There we go.
All right, you start nervous twitching.
Oh, I'm like, God, I hate computers so much.
All right.
But what happens to me? My stress level goes up?
Your stress level and the stress level of all friendlies in short range increased by 1.
Ooh, okay.
Jeez.
Oh, did it do it automatically?
It may have.
Oh, it did. Oh,
I
that's
think it does if you
awesome.
roll it, but everybody else has to add their.
Everybody else has to add it if they were in short
Yeah.
range. All right, so
I
you've
don't
killed the
think-
camera
yeah.
feed to the streets. What now? You have the Grand Kvass in front of you.
Hanzo will walk up and try to alleviate his panic. He goes, "Old man, get your shit together, or I'll probably have to kill you."
Yes! Please, I want this to work. Please succeed on this command check. Oh no!
Oh, look at all that stress you have.
Oh yeah.
Are you gonna push it?
No.
No.
Do it!
All right, so you're panicking.
Can I try?
Yeah, you can try. You can make a command roll.
I'm going to give him the same option. I'm just going to walk up and say, you would have
slap
done
him?
it for me, and give him a backhanded slap.
Yes! He's like, how many times do we have to teach you, old man? Oh, I want some. Please succeed. Uh-oh.
All right,
no.
make
It's
me make a stress roll. See if you panic.
Phew.
Oh, you keep it together. You go
yeah.
walk over, slap him on the back, and you remain
Yes.
calm. You remain calm. You hold together.
Good. Whew.
Good job,
Thank you.
Clarence.
Thank you, Clarence, and thank you, Hanzo. You're right. We can.
I didn't want to kill you. I want that.
I-
You understand that, right?
I do, and I have to tell you two something. The feeds are completely down now. We are free to continue forward. Let us go.
All right, continue forward, onwards. There are never sleep. He's got what is it?
Oh, I have
Napper
so many
leave.
drugs.
You are the medic. He is equipped for this. All right. So the
Yep.
camera feeds are killed. We've all had a little bit of panic, but we're moving on. All right. To the Kavas.
Yeah.
All right. You have the
Yep.
door in front of you, there's no guards there as far as you can see. Nobody on the outside. There's bodies piled up in the streets.
Into the vents I go.
The vent is inside, so you have
We
to
have to
go
go
into
into
the
the
Have to go in
vestibule.
the first door.
And then once you're in the vestibule, you can get into the vents that go up and above the area, the chamber that they have the hostages in.
Here's a question. When messing with the cameras and stuff, would I have been able to notice if there was a camera or in the room that I could access to see in the room?
Nope.
Shoot.
If you have more successes, I'd say
That's
otherwise,
fine.
but you had the one
I
success.
understand that. Well, in that case, Seth pulls out, gets their shotgun ready, and waits for the door to be breached.
Oh
Yeah,
man, let's
guys.
check the doors for
I was the
booby
one-
traps first.
I was the one
Yes.
who showed up on the camera. I will lead into the room with my sword out, ready to go.
Are you taking Hero's advice and checking for traps, or are you just going in?
Yeah, of course we're gonna check for traps.
All right.
Mhm.
Observation.
I will be the one breaching the door, though.
Seth has their bodyguard talent at the ready to jump in and
Push
take
it
any
away.
damage.
And lose his other eye.
Yeah. Just become Balto.
Observation.
From,
No,
ooh.
looks good. Doesn't look trapped or anything.
Uh-oh.
There's no devices. Do you want to push that?
No, I'm not.
All right.
Yeah. Hanzo
Oh,
puts
no.
his hand on Clarence's back. He's like, all right, and he gets stacked on the door. He's ready to breach.
All right,
Yeah.
Clarence, you're gonna hit the switch and slide the door open.
Yep.
All right, the door slides open, and you're greeted with a welcoming area. There's like a processing desk here, and there's 3 bodies laying on the ground. You're greeted by 3 corpses, blood all over the floor, laying there. You do see that it connects to another room, and you can hear many voices in the room it connects with. You can hear shouting. You can hear people sobbing, crying. Behind the desk, you do see the ventilation shaft that the roughneck mentioned to you.
Yeah, nobody sees us. We're good to go, and we're inside.
We don't see anyone else in here other than the dead people.
Other than the dead people, no. What I'm going to do is here. You're on a map. You should all see a map now, no?
Yes.
So that's
I can see
that.
it.
That is literally what you see. So some of you can see into the next room. The next room is the big auditorium area where the hostages are being kept and where the children are. Behind the desk, at the end of this hallway, is where the ventilation shaft is. Here,
Can
So-
Seth do some medical aid of some sort to see what's up with the bodies?
You don't need to do medical aid. You can see that these people were shot. I'm not gonna make you roll
Okay.
for that potential stress and panic and rollout and all
Were-
that. These people
were
were
they-
shot. They're killed. They look like they're Weyland-Yutani inspectors, not Arcturians.
Ooh. Were they
They're
tied
humans.
up before getting shot, or just
No,
looks like they were
absolutely
just shot?
not. They were just
Okay.
shot.
Any pass cards or security cards on them or anything like that?
When you go through them, you don't see there's any. Well, you see ID that the backing up they are Weyland-Yutani employees or former Weyland-Yutani employees, and you find
I collect
about
those.
200 Weyland-Yutani space bucks amongst the 3
I
of
leave
them.
that. I do not touch that. I take their name tags solely as a mark of to give them to show that, like, yes, these people were there, they are dead, tell the next of kin sort of deal. Collect, I like dog tags for us
Sure.
essentially, and puts them away and has their shotgun ready and lets everyone know that, like, yeah, they're dead. They got shot to death pretty badly.
And
While,
so
while the old man's doing that, Hanzo
Yeah.
pulls out a injection of nap relief,
yes,
injects
all
it
right.
into his neck, cracks. He's like, I feel better now.
All right, remove all your stress. Back down to 0. So you can see a little bit around the corner into the room that connects, and this is where all the hostages are and where the children of the 2 divines are. This is a big, grand audience chamber. In there, you can roughly see that there's 20-something people down on their hands and knees. You can see a couple of these cultists pacing back and forth. They're yelling at the hostages. You can hear them kind of talking like, what's taking so long? They've been down there forever. When are they coming back? They've left us. They've abandoned us. They've ditched us. We should just shoot them all, release this nerve toxin, and get out of here. Hey, have you heard back from the others for the ship? Is it good to go?
From where we're at, can we see the two guys with the nerve agent on the vestibule?
You cannot. From your...
Why don't you let me get up and I'll radio back with coordinates. And do you have any more? Was that thing you just took? Did that help calm you down?
Here, he gives him his last nap relief. He goes, use it, Clarence. It'll make you feel better.
Seth says yes, he's correct, and he pulls out his own and injects himself as well.
So, to get into the ventilation shaft, it looks like, Clarence, you're going to have to shed your armor and almost all your gear. It looks like you can bring in like your pulse rifle, a pistol, maybe your katana for sure, but you're going to have to take your gear and your armor off to go up into this ventilation shaft.
These lucky guys get to see me stripped down.
You're in your fatigues, I'm hoping. I didn't say you had to strip naked. Grease them up and
Fill me up.
Bill said he gets naked. It's canon. He said he gets naked. It's just happened.
Oh dear.
Grease me up. Yep, I'll
okay.
take down all my stuff
Okay.
and hide it in the desk.
Sure.
'Cause I'm assuming I'm gonna have to go back to there.
Yeah. From here, also, the others who are on the ground, you can see, just kind of like peeking around the corner, there is like a big, massive fire pit in the middle of this room, and it's burning. It's burning bright and hot. Between the fire pit and kind of like the room you're in, there is an air deflector that keeps the fire from blowing out of the center room. And just looking at it, it looked like it may make a good defensive point, like if you needed to rush in there and get behind cover. There is this deflector between you and basically the rest of the room.
Hanzo will take an overwatch position while Clarence is getting into the vent.
Yeah, I'm just taking my pulse rifle, my katana, and my scope. And of course, my communication gear.
Let's go, Death Rattlers. Sorry.
Whoa!
Should I roll mobility into the vent, or?
Yeah, please.
Good enough.
That's all you need. So you get in there all greased up and naked, and you slide up. You have to kind of climb up, pull yourself up, and you're now up in the ceiling ventilation shaft, kind of doing the army crawl your way through. You go over, it doesn't go directly right away into this main room. You go over, it looks like some connected rooms. And these appear like you peer out through the vents as you're going through the ventilation shaft, and it looks like there's shelves in here and stacks of collections of information. And this must be the archives that you heard about in this room. And you continue on through, and you're staying nice and quiet. And again, you can hear the yelling, you can hear the arguing, you can hear people crying and whimpering. And you get to about the center of the room, as far as you can tell. Where's my Clarence?
You put me instead of Clarence on the map.
That's okay. Is that Bruce? Oh yeah, it's Bruce.
It comes up as Unit 13297, Bruce.
Yeah.
Which I think was my original name before I read more about artificial wound soldiers.
That's right. I'm gonna move your tokens so you can see the room. Can you see the middle of the room now?
Yes, I can see the middle of the room.
Okay, so you're over top of the middle of this room. And again, you see the fire pit. You see that there is that device to keep the fire from blowing out. Between you, there's columns. There are steps leading up into other various rooms off of this grand crevasse. You see there are approximately 20-something hostages underneath you. You see that there are 4 of these children of the 2 divines watching all of the hostages in this room, and there's 2 more up on the steps with the canister of nerve toxin between them. So there are 6 targets total here, and the ones with the nerve toxin are at the far end of the room. You're up above the hostages right now in the ventilation shaft.
I can see by the token.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to give coordinates on everybody and everything in the room, an
Yeah.
estimate on all of it.
For sure. You can radio that back to everybody, so everyone's aware. I'm assuming Aradia and Quill, are you there now too? Are you in the vestibule with the others?
I mean, we were going to go through the front door once they
Yeah.
gave us the clear, so
yeah.
we were
so
just
you're
talking about whether we should open it or not.
okay. I'm gonna say you're in there and you're greeted by Hanzo, sniper rifle out on Overwatch, and Seth is there taking money from the dead bodies.
What? No, he has his shotgun out. He's ready.
Hey, we're in the vestibule.
You're in the
We're gonna
vestibule.
walk in the front door with the artifact and pretend we're the.
Oh yeah, are you
saying-
walking in with it? So there's only
If
one
you're-
way in.
if
There's
you're-
only one door.
I'm going to say if you're coming in with an artifact, immediately go north, as that is an open area and we may be able to draw some enemies over to that area of the room instead of having a firefight across all of the hostages.
Yep, totally understood all of that.
So there's only one way in here. So
Yeah, we'll start bringing the artifact, and then I'll whisper to Aradia, maybe we like get a little bit closer and we say it's really heavy and we need help.
Yeah, I think basically saying we don't want to bring it in any further than we have to.
Yeah,
Because we're not
it's
sure what
dangerous
it
or
is.
something. Yeah.
open it.
They can open it.
Okay. All right. So Hanzo and Seth, you're just gonna step aside while the two of them walk in there.
Yep. They're the distraction.
Hanzo, as they're distracted, I will help scope your target for you. You might be able to assassinate one of the people beside the canisters.
Understood, Clarence.
All right. I dropped there's a generic token on there for you, Jen, and I got a Quill token on there. So you're just gonna walk in and you wanna okay. Yeah.
Before I get in line of sight, I want to say like, we need to see the Grand Seer. We have an artifact, but it's too heavy. We need help. Like try to get them to lure them away from the hostages.
Sure. Make me a
Get at least
manipulation
couple
roll,
leads.
please. Do you? Oh. Okay, so you kind of like you're calling from the vestibule area, or like that little area between the vestibule and
Yeah,
the
kind
main
of like
room?
over here, you know, like
Yeah.
I'm not trying to be seen, but
Sure. So you hear someone yell back, "Who the hell is that? Get in here! What are you talking about? Listen, they've been down there forever. Did you come from the spaceport?"
no, we were out. We recovered it from one of the homes of the Arcturians. It's too heavy. Come help me. I'm really weak.
You found get in here. I don't care what you're hauling. Get the hell in here now.
I just look at the rest of them like,
I will head in, but I would like to be carrying this urn with my back to the room so that they
Oh.
can't immediately see
All
my
right,
face.
so you're pulling this thing in.
Yeah.
Okay, I like it. So, yeah, enter the room. You're dragging this thing in. And I'm going to say the one that's closest to you, that's the one in the southeast corner, turns around and goes, "What the hell is that? Get in here." They've been down there forever. I don't think they're coming back. Is the ship ready to go?
Am I in there by myself?
Yes.
Am I in there
I'll-
by myself right now?
oh, I'll follow
Thank
her.
you. You're carrying me.
I'll like
Or you're
pretend I'm
carrying
trying to
me.
push it, but I'm not doing a good job. It's so heavy. They haven't finished it yet. There was like
Forget the
some-
ship. Forget the ship. We found something really important.
What the hell is it?
I have not opened it. Maybe you should open it.
It said in the pamphlet there was the golden urn that they were looking for. I think we found it.
Make it. Oh, sorry. What's Hanzo gonna
I'm
do?
just buying time. You guys can do
Huh?
whatever
I'll
you
make
want.
a manipulation roll. I'll make a manipulation roll.
Yeah, I'm sure.
make
Go
it.
ahead,
And you know what? I'm gonna use one of my 6s because I have.
Oh!
Two
All right.
That's why you wanted to do it.
All right, so the one closest goes, whatever, fine. And he strolls over with his gun, puts it over his shoulder, strolls over, goes, what the hell is this thing?
An artifact. It's ancient. Something. I don't know. Relic. The Grand Seer will know.
Looks like
We
nothing to
found
me,
this.
and he just kicks it over onto the ground.
Does it open
Is it
up?
open?
Yeah, the top opens, and this black goo starts to
Oh,
spill out on the floor.
This is exciting.
What the hell is
Gee,
this?
Matt, that was our ticket to heaven or something.
I look at it and I pull out the pamphlet and I point to the part in the pamphlet that says golden urn and I'll be like, do you want to explain to the Grand Seer what you just did?
Taste.
Put it back in there.
Ch-
Go, scoop it in.
Chat says taste it.
Scoop it in.
Because I don't care what that is. Who the hell are you?
We were out on patrols. What do you mean? We brought this back, came here.
I'm hoping they've led them away from the opening so I can get Hanzo forward to.
Yeah, we
shoot
can
one of
like
them.
move a little closer.
Let's say when he kicked it over, I like sort of backed up over here because I'm like, whoa, and I don't want to get touched.
Yeah,
by
I am
the
getting
black
away
goo
from
stuff.
the goo.
All right.
I'm not ready to ascend.
So
this
Hanzo
thing-
moves a little up so he can see
Sure.
the guys on the vestibule.
Yep. Okay.
And
So-
once he sees him, he's going to aim and shoot.
Can
one of
I
them.
can I help
I'm
with the
preparing this
observation?
weapon.
Can I try and give Hanzo some dice?
Yeah, give Hanzo, you can take a +1 to your roll. What is everyone else gonna do? So you can hear the chatter. Everyone can hear the chatter in your comms, in your ears. So Hanzo's gonna take a shot at one of the two next to the nerve toxin at the top of the stairs, right?
He goes in, he goes, shooting threat 1.
What's the plan for
Pick up
threat
the
2?
goo, man. Pick up the goo. You fucking spilled it, dude. I'm
What's
just yelling at that guy.
what's the plan for threat 2?
That's for people who aren't doing anything. That's what you
Seth,
gotta
we're
do.
gonna need your help. You're our other ex-sniper. We're gonna need your.
That's true. My gun is not silenced though. Is that going to be okay?
We're going to be in.
You're going hot.
firefight.
Okay, great. That's what I need to hear. Okay,
Clarence,
good. So
you can
Seth
also
is-
drop down in the room, Clarence, where you're at.
Oh, I'm totally doing that sword
Oh.
out.
my token's gone. Did it? Where can I put my token down? Or can you do that for me, Matt?
Yeah. Where did your token go? You're in the
I don't
corner.
Oh, I don't see
Am
my
I
token.
able to sneak any further towards the
I will
Yeah,
throw
you can
myself down.
sneak further towards them. Can you see it, Tyler? Maybe
am I
just
able to get
reset.
to-
You're in the
say,
middle of
yeah,
the
I'll
room,
do
like near the
reset.
fire.
Okay, cool.
Whoa,
Uh,
I'm moving so much.
I have my I can use my rifle, can I? A-okay. And
Yeah.
dude, I'll take out target 2 or threat 2. If I have line of sight, no problem. And let me get my sheet back up. Now I can
when
see
go-
everything.
Am I able to get over top of either of the targets so I can fall on them with my sword out there, Matt? Or like how far away from the event
Are you wanting the ones that are at the nerve toxin, or are you wanting one of the
That's-
other guards?
One of the ones, ideally one of the nerve toxin ones.
Yeah, you could drop close enough to the stairs that you could drop down and close the gap and get to them with your sword this round if you wanted to.
Oh, question. Can I
That's
get
the
close
game
enough
plan.
to use my shotgun?
No.
Okay.
To one of the guys that are closer. There's this. Whoa. Okay. There's one that's talking to Aradia and Quill, kind of closer to you. You could shotgun that guy.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I do that. Sorry. The shotgun does more damage, and I want to see 3 damage happen.
Shotgun also has armor does more against shotguns. That's the downside.
Oh, it does?
Yeah,
Sad.
armor's more effective against shotguns. All right, let's click
That's
over
fair.
some fighting music, and I guess we're
Ooh.
doing this. All right, so what's being rolled here? I saw a pulse rifle. So I'm gonna before we roll initiative, I'm gonna let you guys get this off. We're doing a sneak attack.
Okay.
Hanzo, take your shot, and Clarence, you're gonna drop down into the vents and take a slash. All right. So shot rings out from the other end of the room, even though it's suppressed. Everybody hears something go off. Are these?
I'm going to push mine as well.
Everybody's
I'm gonna
just
push.
shooting at once, and I start blasting. All right,
Yeah.
so the two on the stairs
I'm waiting.
next to the nerve toxin are the ones who seem like they're not as well trained or prepared soldiers. The ones that are with the hostages seem like the more readily trained soldiers. So these ones, with that shot, Hanzo, dead. Instant death on one of them, on your target.
I got 1 success on my roll, and when I pushed it, I got 3 more. So
So you drop down, all of a sudden you, bam, drop in the room. Everybody gasps as you do so. You close the gap. Guy
Gasp.
raises his gun, and you just run him right through. Now it's time for initiative, because now everybody's aware of what's going on here.
We're under attack. We're under attack.
I've got no armor. Thank God for 9 health.
I knew I forgot to do one thing this week, and that was set up the macro for this. Oh, we're just doing 1d10?
Hmm.
Oh, no.
No, it's
No,
from
it's a
initiative.
macro.
We're doing the macro.
Right. I didn't set that up yet. Could someone roll that for me instead?
All right, you got a 7.
There are 5. Oh.
I'll take. No, you can have a 5. I'll take the 7 for my bad guys.
Sounds good.
So did he shotgun this guy too, or no?
I shot the one who was closest to me, yeah.
All right, Hanzo, what did you get for your initiative?
I think it was 3.
Okay.
Yes, 3.
Aradia, what did you get?
I got a 6, I believe. I have a question. Did everybody get a shot off last turn, or was that just the people who were readying shots?
Just the people that were rating the
Cool.
shots and coordinating.
Okay.
Who's? I have a bull. Who's bull? I think that's old man. I think that's Seth. Seth, what did you? No, it's not you. Who's bull?
I don't know.
Oh, Quill. Quill, what's yours?
2.
Oh my god. Seth, what did you get? 5?
Yes.
And who's left? Who did I miss?
You
Clarence.
missed me. I got a 4.
Beautiful. Begin combat. Let's break that out. So we're in real combat now. All of a sudden, screaming. People are panicking. They're tied up. They're in the middle of the room. The children of the two divines have their guns. They're sweeping the room, and it looks like they're just going to start executing soldiers. One of them turns around. Looks like he might just shoot that canister also that Clarence is next to. But, Quill, you're up first. You're right next to... Oh, no. One of the guys who shot with a shotgun. What was the damage of the shotgun? I'm sorry.
3. And I got 2 successes.
3
so
total?
I guess that's... unless I... let's see. I'm going to see if I'll use it for something else. Could I make use the extra success to make them drop their weapon? Or...
So does
Yeah.
3 base damage?
3 base damage. Yep.
Take it to do damage and you'll kill them.
Take it to 4 damage and it will kill them.
Yep. This is one of the more
all
well-trained
right, yeah.
soldiers. All right, so
Yep,
all of a sudden,
That's what we do.
boom, cut, shotgun blast, buckshot flies in, blood sprays across one of the
Can-
columns.
Can we see the death? What the death roll?
Sure, we can do that.
See how they're dead?
Broken toe.
Broken. Where do is there a thing for that you roll?
Where's the table?
Oh, I love the music though. It's so good.
Just roll me a d66. I can't find the table in here. Yeah, roll me a d60 or 2d6, and I'll tell you what
You got it.
the injury was that killed them.
34.
34, gouged eye. So I'm gonna say you shot him in the face. Eye for an eye.
Eye for an eye is right.
Gouge eye. You shoot him in the
Ooh.
face. Eye gone. All right. So Quill, the guy closest to you, is dead. There is one up here. It's putting skulls on all of them because it's the same token. I'm just gonna remove the skull and just
Okay, so this guy's alive, and this guy's alive up here. Those
yeah,
They
dudes.
I'm
also-
just deleting token. Go
Okay.
ahead.
I can't see all of the map.
I had
Oh,
to
Because
do
you're
yeah.
behind cover, no?
No. Her vision is.
I had to refresh to be able to see. 'cause
No,
it
no,
did
it's-
go away, but it's not that. Okay.
No, it's Jen's token isn't set up properly.
I feel that.
There you go. Do you see the room now?
I do.
Okay. So Quill, what do you want to do? The guy that was closest to you is dead. There's one. There's
Yeah, I see those 2 dudes.
3 more
I
remaining.
would like to scream, "We're supposed to be quiet!" and throw out an EMP grenade. And I want to throw it in the middle and get both of these 2 dudes.
Oh, into the crowd. All right.
I don't care. They just get stunned.
Civvies. All right.
A little mental damage.
That's harsh, man. They're gonna remember that whenever they see a Marine in the future.
Well, when they're not dead, they're going to remember that too. So
We're dressed as cultists. We're not Marines
Oh,
right now.
True.
Well, there's a naked guy that just dropped out of the vents.
But you don't know
What
he's
do
a
I-
Marine
I roll
either.
range
They don't know he's a
combat?
Marine either, so
Where did he pull his own swords from?
he's a
That's
naked
what they yell out
cultist.
before
Yeah,
they die.
it's ranged combat, Evan.
What a way to go.
A greased up naked man with a sword?
I mean, if there's a way to die.
Yeah, right? Exactly.
Oh!
Nice.
All right, so you toss this thing, it rolls in, all of a sudden, whoop, it goes up into the air, and just, this concussive electric blast goes out. What's the range or the radius on it?
It says it's medium. That's all it says.
You're gonna hit. You're gonna hit Clarence from there. Aradia, you're behind cover, so you're good. But that's gonna also hit Clarence. So what does this grenade do? What do I have? They have to roll stamina, don't they?
Nope, that didn't work. Where's the inventory? Where is it?
Ooh, I love these. You're
Yeah,
gonna
it should
make
be
me
a
buy all
stamina
this
roll
stuff soon.
-2, I think. I just can't read the description.
Is it on your character sheet?
Yeah, it's in my inventory. I just can't read it.
Grenade. You have to click on that pencil in the far corner. Stun effect -2, medium range when used as a hand grenade. All humans in the target zone must make a hard stamina roll. It's at a -2, doesn't count as their action or be stunned for 1 round. So that includes you, Clarence. Make a hard stamina roll.
And that's with a -2, right?
Yeah.
So base modifier -2.
Yep. 1 failed.
Nice.
Good thing I have 7 dice to roll.
Did you pass?
Oh yeah.
Passed, yeah.
I didn't look at your roll. Oh, wow.
Nice.
All right, so 2 of them are stunned.
Then I'm gonna
And
move
so
behind
are
them.
a whole bunch of civilians, civvies, are feeling the effects of your grenade. You're shouting and screaming, and people are falling
It's for
over,
your best
and they're like
interest, I promise!
shaking and convulsing. Harsh, man. Harsh.
How is that harsh? A real grenade would be harsh.
All right, that takes us over to Hanzo. Hanzo, you're there.
Real grenade would be mission failure.
Yes, it would be. So you
Yeah.
said one of the bad guys was turning and looking like he might be going to shoot the nerve.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it's the
Canister?
one across the room that's closest to Clarence.
Okay. I take aim at him and fire.
Oh yeah, give yourself what is it, +2 for aim?
Yep. +1, I think.
+1, okay. Oh, do you want to push that?
Yeah, I'll push it.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that crazy damage now. You're not
Oh,
gonna panic, but yeah, you keep it
No.
together, you hold it together. So, boom, another suppress shot rings out, kind of reverberates in the room, and Clarence, the guy close to you, just drops dead. Yikes!
Target down.
All right, Clarence, it's over to you.
And
There's only
mean,
three.
without-
There's only 2 targets left. Then
they're
they're
both unconscious.
yeah. Coup de grace.
Yeah, that's 100% coup de grace time.
You know, run over the closest one and just try to run him through.
That's the game plan.
Yeah, thanks. Twitch 5x5. It's straight out of ammo when you get the
Oh yeah, yep.
Panic,
I just
stress.
have to roll empathy, correct?
Yes, fail your empathy roll, and you can run him through. All right, so you run over. How do you kill the one that's closest to you? You cut his head off. What are you doing? Running him through? What are you doing?
Yeah, I'm just going to cut his neck out and
Ooh,
keep moving forward.
spicy.
Spicy. Spicy meatballs. All right, our smart gunners aren't even gonna get a chance to go here. Seth, you're up. There's 1 cultist left.
Cool.
They're on the floor. On the
Puts
floor.
gun away, leaves campaign.
Done.
Okay,
Yeah.
so they're on the floor. So I'm a medic. We know this. I have my medic kit and all that sort of stuff. All my wonderful drugs. Could Seth just go up and inject them with air and just
What?
Yes.
What?
Yeah.
I mean, they're
you can
already
make-
unconscious, so
You can make
I mean, I would-
you make
yes.
a coup de grace.
yeah, which is just straight empathy, right?
Yep.
I do have a lot of
fail it,
empathy,
and
so
you could
hopefully I fail.
Kill him by injecting air into his veins?
Yep.
Oh my god, you're killers! Alright, so
This is okay. So Seth, you guys see like old man Seth like just like let his gun like sit on his side, pulls out an empty syringe, pulls off the just the top of it, suctions some air, just stabs it into the guy's neck, and just and the guy is and Seth is like target down, neutralized.
you're harsh, man.
He's an old man. He knows what it has to do.
On that note, I'm gonna go put on my clothes again. It's time for me to get dressed.
Alright, so you have eliminated all the threats. You've got a canister of nerve gas in there, and you've got a whole bunch of Arcturians.
Hanzo reloads and Sergeant, none of the leaders are here.
One of the Arcturians speaks up. Goes, a bunch of them headed into the annex. They took more of us. There's more hostages in there. The ones who were ordering the others around, they went in there and explosions started happening.
I grabbed the canister of nerve gas and put it into my inventory.
Yeah, and some of the Arcturians walk over to the
It's
black
mine
goo and
now.
they're like eating it and they're like tasting it.
No, stop!
No.
No.
No, just kidding. What are you gonna do about that?
Avoid the glue, goo, whatever is on the ground. We have no idea what that is. No one touch it, no one sniff it, no one taste it. It's off limits. Everyone understand, Arcturians. Looking at you. And Clarence.
And Clarence. Yeah, there's 8 hostages. There was an old man and a woman with her. They kept calling her mother. The old man was Grand Seer. There was another woman. She didn't seem to be with them, but she was scanning everything and giving them details and information as they were going through.
Do you know a woman? Do you know a woman named Tusha Alawala?
Yeah, that was the one. She's helping them. She's assisting them trying to find some artifacts.
Can I record like this conversation? So in case we kill
Sure.
her, I have evidence that these people know that this person's clearly bad.
Sure, yeah, you can record it. He goes, I think that they're thieves, and this whole hostage situation's a ruse. I think they're trying to find Arcturian treasures and artifacts. That's why they're blasting a hole in that other room.
Do any of you have experience with firearms?
No, nobody raises their hands.
I feel like that's our job. It's our job to clear them out, not for them to help a militia fight.
Nope, if we are not here, I don't want them to all be destroyed.
Look, is there a safe place you guys can go hide out? We've cleared the rest of this section.
Did we not clear a path out? Can we not send them out the way that we came through?
You
The
could
ship
send them
released?
out. There was nerve toxin in the general city.
Oh,
You've all been
yeah.
wearing rebreathers. The rooms that are all off of here are archive rooms. They could go into those. Just archives where they keep
vestibule,
their
just stay over there.
history. They can sit in the vestibule with the dead bodies.
I don't know. You guys just have to stay somewhere safe. We have to go deal with the true threat, so we can't babysit you, unfortunately.
Sergeant, you're coming along nicely.
You know, after seeing someone shotgun right next to me and a little bit of organs and blood all over me, it's really making me have PTSD, and I think I'm a different person in this moment.
A better person, Sergeant. A better person.
I don't know about that. I'm losing my shit. We should probably get moving really fast. I don't want to sit here and talk to these people because we can't do anything for them right now.
We were not quiet. We should move forward.
Seth,
We failed that.
Yes.
look at the chat. You should have injected them with goo.
Oh my no! I wanted to kill them, not subject them to an awful fate.
Oh, Seth, missed opportunity.
Oh, no. That's not his job. He ain't a scientist. He's a medic.
Our trigger-happy smart gunner did not even get in the action on that.
It's because we're too tactical.
Would Seth notice if any of the hostages needed any medical aid at all?
Nothing pressing. Like you see
Okay.
bruises and things like that, probably being roughed up by these cultists.
So he doesn't need to
Minor
administer any
convulsions from
drugs.
the
Good.
EMP grenades.
Yeah, the EMP grenade.
Yeah.
It's
oh,
fine.
no.
It's just a little brain damage. It'll calm down. Don't worry. I studied this. I don't. It's okay. All right, we gotta get moving. Clarence, give me another grenade. It's like my only use.
Yep, I'll bring you. You're darn good with these things. I'm gonna give you a 1 and an HE grenade as well.
Oh God.
What do you want to
So
do with
much
that?
power.
So that nerve agent Aradia, you kind of took care of that, right?
She's holding on to it. She said.
I took
Okay.
it. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
in my inventory now.
Gotcha. It's like a waist-high drum. It's like a drum of this
it's
stuff.
huge.
Yeah.
I
it's-
attach it to my
wow.
back because I'm not doing anything
That
else.
sounds like the worst idea. We're gonna walk around with.
A very shootable container full of nerve gas.
I love it. It's my choice in life, unless somebody
But if it
tells me
kills-
otherwise.
Aradia, can you just leave it on the ground?
With all these civilians,
Can you go
Just
put
throw
it
it in that
somewhere? Can you go hide
fireplace.
it? Can you
I go off on a secondary mission to go find the most safe place for this nerve gas.
put it in the vent or something? I don't care.
Put it in the fire pit.
That sounds like a worse.
All right. So roll
I'm
it
off
down
on
this.
a side quest. I'm having an adventure.
You're going on adventure.
Yep.
All right. Well, why don't you take it with you down this hole that they've blasted in the wall? Because you open the door behind you, Aradia. On the other, that these guys were using the drum to block, and on the other side, it looks like there's an annex, and the wall has been blown open, and it looks like it leads down into some dark Arctura tunnels.
I'm sorry, was that me or...
Yeah, because you were next to the drum, so I'll say you opened the door, even though Clarence is there.
Okay.
You were closest.
Cool, I found a thing. I'm going to continue down on my side quest.
Just kick the drum down there and see what
I
happens.
disappear. Do I hear anything?
You do not. You don't hear water, you don't hear sounds, you don't hear voices, you don't hear like a breeze or air running through there. You're greeted by like a rough hewn tunnel just
Does it
leading
look like
down
it's-
into the darkness.
Does it look like the explosion was from inside the room into the tunnel or from the
Yes.
tunnel into... Okay.
No, they blasted. They are headed somewhere else. They created this hole to get into the tunnels.
Okay. I'm curious, and I haven't shot anything, and I'm very trigger happy.
Are you taking
I set it.
point?
I set the. Well, I'm not taking point. I'm going on an adventure, and so I set the barrel down, and I start going down the tunnel because I'm very curious.
All right. So you start heading down this rough-hewn tunnel. It varies in height and size. Like some parts, it's like a meter high. You got to bend over. You got to get down and crawl. Other times, it goes as high as 4 meters. Are the rest of you going to join Aradia as she ventures down there?
Sergeant, we be following a radio.
I guess we're sprinting.
Everybody told me to get rid of the barrel, so I'm going to get rid of the barrel. But now I found something else. It's much more curious.
Let's put on some
Maybe
different
leave the barrel at the top of the hole.
Yeah, we'll bring it with us and move it a little further down.
So these appear to be old ancient tunnels used by the Arctura. Remember, the Arctura are the other race that lives here. They're the ape-like creatures that are blind. They live underground. They use like sticks and rocks and stuff as weapons. And they have that fence that was erected, that sonic fence, so they wouldn't get near the Grand Crevasse and the Arcturians. So this appears to be an Arctura tunnel that you're going down, but it seems ancient. Who's taking point? What's our marching order down here? I need to know.
I
I
mean,
would probably be going first because I'm ahead of everybody.
All right. Aradia,
fair enough.
please
Seth takes the back.
make me an observation roll.
Ooh. Do we need to turn our lights on?
Yeah, oh yeah, your shoulder lamps are on.
Yeah.
I've got
High
my
beam.
high beam shoulder lamp.
High beam.
Yeah.
There's shadows dancing everywhere, playing tricks in your eyes.
Am I
got a
able to use my optic to give me observation bonus or no?
I don't know what that is.
The binocular, but it's the single one.
not underground. No,
Okay.
not here in the dark. Aradia, you're walking along. You can hear the others coming up. You're doing your best to pull this drum of nerve toxin through and do your side quest. And just as you're about to step forward, you look down and your light shines in front of you, and you see a crude stick pit put there most likely by the Arctura. And you just avoided stepping into this trap.
Okay.
Whew.
I set down the barrel because I would like to get across this
Sure.
pit.
Yeah, it's short in distance, but it was just kind of like hidden by the shadows and the way that this cave has been carved and the way the ground is. So you continue on. Are you going
I
to
sit
warn the
down,
others?
I draw with chalk a little sad face on the side of the nerve gas.
Yeah.
And I turn around and say, "Sticks," and then I go over
Sticks.
to
Yeah. It's so the rest of you come through there. It's dark, it's cramped. You turn a blind corner, all of a sudden there's just chalk on the wall. It says "Sticks" and an arrow pointing down. Aradia, you continue on. There's a sharp 90-degree turn to the left. And there's just like rubble strewn all about the area. Again, it's just dark except for the light of from your shoulder lamp. You don't hear anything. You don't hear voices. Very cluttered. And as you're kind of scanning the area, you see that there's stick figures painted on these walls as you're making your way through ancient cave art. It shows giants playing an instrument almost like a flute, while the Arcturian people depicted in it, Arcturians and Arctura, are transforming into some sort of strange monsters. You see them bursting from their chests. You see these creatures with elongated heads and little second mouths coming out in these paintings.
Oh.
Well, I hope this isn't foreshadowing. Aradia says to herself, alone in this chamber. I'd like to take out my. I'd like to take something out and scroll it down. I would like to scroll it down and like do kind of like
etching.
I'm assuming you guys are all behind me.
I was gonna say if you're gonna sit there and you're starting to make note, the rest of you kind of come around the corner. You see Aradia now, like drawing these things. You see one of these creatures with the elongated head, like they're crucified in this picture.
Seth would turn on his camera recording software so he could like just record it directly, video feed it, and be like helping record the data that his Aurelia is his buddy. So is it Aurelia or Arada?
Aradia.
Aradia.
Aurelia is a champion in the game League of Legends.
I actually don't play. I pretty much don't play League, so I did not.
Aurelia's good. I'll take either.
Aradia. So Seth is trying to help in any way he can by recording data.
Hanzo doesn't pay attention to the wall at all and just immediately sets up an overwatch pointing down the direction they're supposed to be going. They're going to be going.
All right.
Is there anything else in this area, or is it just the wall paint? Like, what do I think this used to be? Like, does this look like it used to be used for something, even in a primitive sense?
It seems like, so you were told that these are Arctura caves, but these images show Arcturians. They have they're very humanoid in their look. They have longer limbs, though. So that's depicted in these old cave drawings, which is very, very strange. Very strange. This is not Arctura art. This is ancient Arcturian.
If I look around the room, does it look like anybody else has been here except for us?
Even I'm not going to have you make an observation roll. You can see that there are boot prints and footprints that have come through here recently.
Okay.
So you're on the right path.
Cool.
Shall we continue on? Is Aradia still taking the lead?
Now that I'm here and I've got these, I'm okay to do whatever. I'd likely still be up front because I am the heavy. Yeah, with the big smart gun. You want to use this thing. Okay. I add my own little drawing to the side of the... No, I don't. That'd be defacing, like, millions of year old drawings.
That'd be pretty bad.
I'm not going to do that. Okay. So let's
keep
going.
All right. So you continue on to the next section. This is like a zigzag now. Again, dark. You're blind corners. You're taking and cutting these harsh corners. As you step forward and you're kind of getting out of this little zigzag portion of the caves, you hear a muffled explosion somewhere ahead. and all of a sudden the cave starts to shake. I need everybody, not just Aradia, to make me a mobility roll to avoid falling debris.
Oh no, I need to push.
Hanzo doesn't. Wow.
I need to roll stress. Oh no!
No!
Seth is gone.
And you're at the back, Seth?
Yeah.
All right, so who didn't pass other than Seth?
Well, Seth passed, but he got
Oh.
the stress. He panicked, and his panic was freeze.
Okay, so did anybody not pass? Okay, so you all managed to get out of the way, avoid debris. Seth, as you're getting out of the way and dodging, who's in front of Seth?
Probably me.
You grab him and you pull him towards you as that section of the cave collapses and caves in, kind of cutting off the way you came. There were other sections and other caves and other tunnels leading this way, so it looks like, you might not be trapped here forever, but the way you came now is cut off. Seth, you're frozen by fear. You were almost consumed and taken by this cave, and your Sarge saved your life, and you're just kind of standing there, kind of breathing, taking it in.
And it said everyone's stress goes up.
Yeah,
by
everybody
one
take a stress
as
because you're
well.
you're all in short range, so everybody gets a stress.
Seth is just like, he's just kind of like the death rattle is happening. He's like breathing, but like his lungs just so it just sounds like a rattle, and so it's like the death rattle of our team.
Come on, snap out of it.
Smack him around.
Give me a command check.
Right, I have to, or he's going to stay frozen.
It does wear off after like 5 to 10 minutes. So if you want him out of it now. Oh, there you go.
Well, he's like, oh, I'm out of it. And then you're like, stress.
So you knock him out of it and you start to tremble a little bit. You get a twitch as you so this came from in front of you and it loosened these rocks. So someone or something is up ahead.
Uh-oh.
What are your orders, Sergeant?
Let's keep going. We got this. No problems. Back here.
I have my smart gun out, waiting to train on enemies.
We do have some hostages down here as well. Maybe we don't want to initiate with the machine gun taking out everybody in the narrow tube in front of us.
So I should get out my RPG?
Yes.
I like the way you think.
Seth is like, oh, you young kids, have fun.
I love that you have a machine gun and an RPG. Like, look, awesome.
All right. Aradia, you continue on forward. You got your RPG out. And
I don't have my RPG out.
Okay. You got your smart gun ready, though.
I still have my smart gun.
Give you my pulse rifle if you want.
Sure. It it just cuts people in half. Like I can fire bursts if I want to.
Yeah, smart. I mean, any cruiser weapon isn't gonna. You can control the fire. You're not gonna just spray and pray.
Yeah. So I'll be okay with my smart gun out. I'm watching.
All right, so you start to move forward, and as you do, you take another zig and zag, and all of a sudden you can swear you see a light. You see a pinhole of light up ahead around a corner, and you can hear the sound of dripping water as you start to step forward. You shine your light around, and there's definitely moisture and water dripping here. You can see almost like hair-like fungus or plants growing and draping the cave all around you as you get closer and closer to whatever's up ahead.
I would turn around and let people know what's happening. What I see. Because this is not good.
You don't have to turn around. You have a comm.
I say, take a look at this. Boop. And I put my head cam on.
Oh, yeah. So you can all see, and you see this it's like hair. And as a radio walks by, it almost kind of like reaches out to her.
Oh, no.
That's creepy.
Radio continues forward.
Stay away from that. That looks non-normal.
And then you
If
put
I
some in your
crouch,
pocket.
can I get under it?
It's on the walls and the ceiling, so you just kind of avoid it. Like you're not
Okay.
brushing up against it, and you're walking forward, and all of a sudden it turns, and you walk into something like it's almost like a whole nother world in front of you. You see a massive temple greeting you on the other side. Ceiling is several stories high. Stone is laced with structural fibers that create weird biomechanical patterns. They almost weave with resins and metals all together somehow, integrating into the rock itself. You hear the constant sound of dripping and more of this fungus all around you, and you're greeted with this massive 10-meter wide stone staircase descending down ahead.
Descends down under the temple or into the temple?
Into the temple. The stairs go down into this temple. Are you waiting for the others?
Yeah, I'll wait for the others and watch that. I'll be like, this is really cool.
So you all
this place.
see this now. Like these rough hewn tunnels open up into this massive temple. And like this is old and ancient. You're way leading into here and what you saw, but like the technology and like I said, the resins and metals that are mixed together in the walls and the stone, like this, you've never seen anything like this before in your life.
Sergeant, what are your orders?
We keep moving with confidence, as always.
As you move forward to the top of the staircase and you look down, it leads down, and halfway down, you see a massive green crystal fountain that's flowing over 7 meters tall. And in the middle is this slab of jagged green crystal. And you see sitting around this fountain are 7 human hostages. And sitting on the edge of the fountain are 2 children of the two divines. Two divines.
Are either one of the...
They have their backs to you, and the sound of the fountain, you assume, is drowning out any noise from the 5 of you at the top of the stairs.
Based on what we can see from behind them, do either one of them appear to be the leader?
Ah, good question. Make me an observation roll. I'll give you a bonus to that. Give yourself a +1. Their backs are to you.
Ooh, can I pass you my binocular thing to give you another +1?
Yeah, you can give them your binoculars. That's fine.
Nice. It's a nice old classic.
Oh
no. Oof.
All right, you start to tremble. So you look at them. They don't see you. They got their backs to you, and you're looking at them. All of a sudden, your binoculars scan past them into the room at the bottom of these stairs, and you see a huge opening. And in this room, you see from here 2, but it looks like there's more, massive 9-meter tall heads of deep, chiseled, grim expressions. And there's a humanoid faces. They look like humans, but they have no hair. They got really prominent brows. These massive heads up ahead. And again, this is an ancient area. This is kind of stops in your tracks. You start to tremble a little bit when you see this, and you can't really comprehend and put together what you're seeing down here.
Sergeant, this just isn't right. This is not right.
I think we all can agree it's not right, but we have duties as Marines. We must fulfill those best way we can.
Are you?
Why don't we try to take them out silently, and I can rush up and finish them off if we need to.
Why aren't these the last 2? Why silently? Why not let just our smart gunner deal with it?
It didn't. So
Because
you
there are
failed. You
people
failed your
around.
roll, and it didn't appear like the leader was there with your failed roll either.
We should try and kill them quietly. They're still
Mm-hmm.
the leaders, so
So when you were talking me down, Sergeant, were you trying to relieve my panic?
Yeah, I will put my trembling hand on your trembling hand. It's okay, hero. You got this. You're trained more so than I am.
Wow, you did it. And
I am still trembling, even though you stopped.
and Seth will come over and try to help Quill from trembling. Oh no, I got a success, but I gotta stress. I keep it
Ooh,
together.
Okay.
Nice. So now we're all fine.
Yeah, nobody's panicking anymore.
Yeah.
You got a clear shot. Like I said, the sound from this fountain is drowning out any other sounds or noises. And they've got their backs to you. We've got human hostages here. What's the order?
We could either grenade again, or we could send Hero and Clarence. But if there's more, then kind of puts us in a weird spot.
If there's more, Seth can be ready to take them out with his pulse rifle. If another one, if a third person shows up.
Yeah, since they'll be away from the civilians, I'll also do the same as Seth.
Gun right at the ready. Put the shotgun away. Pull out the rifle for long range.
Yeah, I mean, I can take the shot from here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And you're gonna silenced, right?
Yep.
I'm ready to go up and approach the other one.
So if you want,
Seth would pass out to Clarence an air-filled syringe and say, "In case you don't want your swords to get dirty, here."
It's a sword, Seth.
Yes, blade makes it blade. Blood makes the blade blood.
Seth, that is blood makes the grass grow green.
Thank you.
I don't think anyone is saying it correctly. I feel like we're really missing the point. Let's kill this.
You can make me a mobility roll there, Clarence. Try and get up. And
I get any bonus for the
sound?
To cover my approach?
I'll give you a +1. Blood for the blood god.
Yes. No whammies.
Yeah, side quest is now the main quest, Chen. You're right. You made this the main quest. All right, so Clarence, you get up there.
Nice.
No problem. What do you want to use those bonus, those extra sixes
how about
on?
positioning my sword behind the back of one of their heads?
All right.
Before I attack.
Ooh, get a +1. Yeah.
All right, so Hanzo, Clarence, make me your attack rolls. Boom, boom.
Ooh,
Holy crap.
Awesome.
All right.
Nice.
Simultaneously, the two of you work so well together. Hanzo, you see the swords out. It's ready to go through. You boom, let your shot, same time, boom. Both targets drop. You guys are doing crazy damage. These are also really weak bad guys. Both drop. And the hostages see you, Clarence. Like, oh my god, you're here to save us. The Marines are here. Where do we go? How do we get out of here?
Oh my.
Maybe we should start by telling them we're not actually cultists because we're all dressed like cultists.
Oh yeah. Well, Clarence is not dressed as a cultist. Clarence
He's naked still.
He is.
No, I
full naked.
Crazy blood-soaked katana
A
wielding
nudist
guy.
has saved
Oh,
us.
good,
Oh.
I'm saved.
They're such good people.
We're going to the new cult.
They all take off their clothes. Oh God, what's happening? What's happening in this campaign?
Everybody take off your shirt.
All right.
You don't
so
really have anywhere to go at the moment. So...
Where do we go? Where do we get out of here? There's more of them in there. There's more of them in there. There's at least like 4 more of them in there.
It. We have to go take care of them. So just pretend like you're being hostages.
What are we supposed to? We saw some of those ape creatures. They're down here too, and they attacked us on our way down. How are we going to protect ourselves? What do you expect us to do?
Can any of you fire a weapon?
Oh, one lady raises a hand. I can.
Take one of the AKs.
Take that man's AK.
All right, she grabs, cocks it. She's ready. She looks like she's handled a weapon before. She knows what she's doing.
There you go.
How were you brought down into here? How were you brought down into this?
They brought us through the caves. They brought us to the caves, the cave structure, the same way as you.
Okay.
Is there other tunnels that lead in here?
They saw you walk.
There's only one entrance.
Yes, yes.
I wanna
You
go take a
assume
look
the
at
other
these
the
giant
other
heads.
caves converge into this one entrance.
I want to look at the giant heads.
Oh yeah, they're on the stairs down at below. Yeah, yeah, big giant heads. You start kind of walking past the hostages down the room below you, and it appears that there are 6 of these massive 9-meter tall heads. Like I said, deep chiseled features, grim expressions, no color whatsoever. And it looks like they're positioned in such a way that no matter where you stand in this room, one of them will always be staring at you. And it almost feels like they're
Nice.
staring at you disapprovingly. So they're not all like facing into the center of the room. They're all positioned in different ways. They're also double duty, being used as pillars for the ceiling in this room.
Matt, I need to
imagine-
know if they consulted my mother when they designed this room.
Yes, yes, they
Okay,
called your
perfect.
mother.
Okay,
No, it's a
awesome.
bunch of Hanzo faces for Quill. You just-
Yeah. Once you're in this hall of heads, if you will, there's 3 passages. There's one to the left, one to the right, and one dead center that lead out of here. And that's all that's in here. Just these big, massive heads staring at you, and 3 passages.
Do the hostages know which path they went?
Or are we
Can
able
we
to
check
tell
for
from the
foot
dust on the
traffic? Yeah.
Yeah, you can make me an observation roll.
Sure.
Try and retrace their steps. The steps. Yeah. It looks like they went dead center. Dead center.
Any other spicy news you guys should tell us, like about the mother character that apparently?
But they say no. There's some woman with them. They kept referring to her as Mother Mishka. I just kind of shrug, like we don't know. We were fearing for our lives. We weren't taking notes.
Okay. We're gonna be back just as quickly as we can.
Okay.
You have grandmother with the gun to protect you.
That's right, Sonny.
Yay.
All right, you take this the center corridor.
Yeah, whatever path I found.
Sure. Yeah, so you walk through here. Again, like these heads are towering over. They're staring at you. And you enter a corridor. The corridor is 6 meters wide and almost equally tall, and it's curved. And the walls and ceiling seem to be lined with some kind of large animal ribs coated with a thick layer of like organic polymer and pitch black glistening skin that's just dripping with condensation everywhere. And you can hear the faint hum of power somewhere nearby when you enter this corridor. You're kind of walking through here. Your lights are shining off the walls. You've never seen anything like this. It's completely alien to you.
Are our surroundings fairly? Is everything fairly wide open, or is everything?
Yes. Oh
fairly
yeah.
close?
6 meters wide, 6 meters high. Like this is.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
This is huge.
So Hanzo moves
Okay.
over towards the right-hand wall, so we're not all bunched up, just in case somebody decides to lob a grenade at us.
Yes. And you're. Go ahead.
Seth is gonna. How does the negative effects of the anti-stress medication work? Is this still?
Oh,
the
you're
same
taking another
shift?
one?
Is this still the same shift or a different?
Yeah,
shift
shift is 5 to 10 hours. This is the same shift.
Okay.
Are you
Are we in a
sticking
safe
yourself?
How high are you at?
Are we in a
I'm
safe
only
place?
I'm only at 3,
You
so I'll wait.
Are
I'll wait.
definitely not in a safe place.
I'll
Cool.
wait.
You're kind of like
I'll wait.
freaked out by what you're seeing.
I get ready
He
to
ha-
say something and then I change my mind.
Yeah.
It looks like this corridor, once you go forward a little ways, it goes to both the left and the right. It goes
Oh.
both ways, but nearby, you can see a door. You see a door, there's a niche on the wall, and about 2 meters up, you shine your light over there and you see what looks like almost like a rubbery, phosphorus, fleshy-looking egg-shaped control beside the door.
Okay.
Sergeant, aren't you Comtech?
Does that even look? That is a ridiculous question. That's not even technology. That's like a egg. What am I supposed to do with that? I will try to roll a Comtech.
Emma, is Steph able to help since they have a little bit of Comtech as well?
Sure, you can give him one bonus die.
All right. Perfect.
All right, let's see. I get like plus a million.
Plus a
Am
million.
I trying to bypass this, right?
Sure, you don't see any clear controls you can hack
Right.
into.
This is like, yeah. I'm
This
just
is
assuming.
technology you've never seen before. So you're looking this thing over. There's nothing the readings you're getting are not lining up with anything known in this universe. There's hieroglyphs all along this door, and you kind of you're feeling around this little egg-shaped thing. You touch it, and it squishes in. It's like soft and rubbery. And as you do so, the door next to you slides open, and a rush of air comes out, almost like this door has been sealed for a very long time. And soot comes rushing out of the room and hits you in the face. Quill.
Like actual soot or
Soot,
like
yeah.
black
Ash,
soot?
soot.
Okay.
No, soot. And you kind of
Making sure I wasn't getting
wince,
baited.
and you kind of clear your eyes, and you shine your light in there, and it looks like the interior of this room looks like it's been torched. Like someone set fire to it a long time ago, and it's kind of sat in a vacuum ever since. Like someone lit fire to it and sucked the oxygen out of it. All around the room there appear to be these little metal stools or containers, actually very similar to the urn that you found earlier that was kicked over. But they're all buckled and cracked. And then none of that goo that you saw earlier seems to be rushing out of them. There's nothing coming out of them. They're all buckled and cracked. In the center of this room is one of those giant heads again, but it's all charred. Giant stone head right in the very center, charred from the fire long ago. And behind it, on the far wall, it looks like there's a metal bas-relief depiction of a crucified creature emerging from some liquid. Similar to what you saw on those star signs in the Flatlands, almost.
Is there any pool or something that picture is depicting that's in this room that the liquid could have been in and then the creature comes out of?
You see those urns or stools.
The urns.
Yeah.
Okay. But they're only 2 feet. They're not very big.
Yeah, they're 24 inches. They're not huge, yeah. Yeah, so there's some of these in here, but they're all broken and buckled and cracked. There's no signs of any goo in here. Big, giant, charred stone head and this relief depicting this creature being born of the ooze.
Well, I guess that's it.
Yeah, I think we should all just start recording everything we see from this point on.
Yeah. It's kind of creepy.
Sergeant, which direction do you want us to go?
Let me check the footprints real quick.
It looks like they head left or westwardly from here. The footprints also go in. They also go in this room. It looks like they entered in this room, and so you could also do that.
Where are the footprints prevalent in the room?
It looks like, because it's soot everywhere, it looks like they kind of stopped. They looked around. They stopped around the giant head, around these stools, over by the big relief in the wall.
Mm-hmm.
Sort of the footprints everywhere.
Does any of the stools look like they're missing?
I'm not gonna make you roll for that. No, it doesn't appear like there's like indentations in the soot
Yeah.
or anything. No, it doesn't appear like anything's been removed.
And it does look like the footprints led into the room and then led back out of the room.
They do,
again.
yeah.
I'd like to go look at the bas-relief.
Yeah. Go over there and make me an observation roll, please.
Cool.
It is an alien within.
You're observing it. You're kind of feeling over and rubbing your hands over it, trying to figure out what this thing is and kind of take it all in. As you do so, you uncover that this is actually a door or a passageway to another room.
I open the door to the other room.
Yeah. So this metal slab depresses into the wall and slides over, and it opens up into a passageway connecting elsewhere.
It's a very welcoming passageway, I'm assuming.
Yeah, it's very, very welcoming. Why don't we leave off there? Because we're at the end of our time here. I thought we were going to finish this one tonight, but we're not. We're going to finish this next week.
Yep.
Op-
Gotta have the cliffhangers.
Operation Arcturian Apocalypse. All right, let's do our sound offs here and do our plugs for the week. Jen, what do you got going on tomorrow on your Twitch?
Actually, tomorrow is going to be a day off because
Oh.
I've got the kids home, so we're just going to hang out and do fun stuff around the house. So, but on Tuesday, regularly scheduled programming, I'll be back with Animal Crossing in the morning. And I'm starting to toy around with some spooky games at night if I've got the time. But I know there's
Oh.
also some cool stuff happening on your channel on Tuesday night, so can't miss that. But
Well, what are you doing that's spooky on Tuesday nights, possibly?
I'd probably be replaying Resident Evil 8. Like, I've just been
Ooh.
enjoying that. Or going back and replaying Resident Evil 7 because now I guess I care about that after 8 has concluded. So,
Oh, very
Yeah.
cool.
Yep.
Tyler, what do you got going on?
Well, I have been playing a lot of Biomutant. So Tuesday, Wednesday, well, I might stream on Wednesday. Wednesday is actually my birthday, so I'm not sure if I will or not. But I will be playing this week a lot of Biomutant on my channel of Foolish GM on here on lovely Twitch. And on Friday, I'll be running my RPG Law and Honor, as well as on Thursday. I got a lot of RPGs going on this week, and it's going to be awesome. So that's what I got going on. That's pretty much about it. And coming here every Sunday. So hopefully
yeah.
old man won't die next week.
Hopefully not. We need Seth. We need a medic, definitely. Bill, you got anything going on this week that you want to plug other than this?
Yeah, no, I'll be going into cryogenic sleep for the next 7 days and coming back to be ready to play this.
Good stuff. Evan?
Yeah, Tuesday at Garblag Games at 9 Central, we'll be doing Escape from Skullcano Island, fighting kaijus, and see how that goes.
Maybe
Hopefully we
I'll-
find one. A
maybe
for
I'll-
realsies one.
Oh, okay. You guys want one? I'll give you one this week if that's what you want. I'll give you a
That is
kaiju.
what
Test
we
our
want,
metal.
All right,
Yeah.
kaiju this Tuesday. Tune in. We'll see if we can get a TPK. Aaron, what do you got going on this week?
Apparently, we're fighting kaiju on Tuesday night on Garblag Games, and then Wednesday, also on Garblag Games, I'll be playing in Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay 4th Edition, and then Friday we will be playing Dune, the new Modifius Dune game.
Very good. All right, and yes, like the others said, Garblag Games for me on Tuesday night, and I'll be back here Sunday night doing more Alien. All right, everybody, have a great week. Thank you for joining us and tuning in, and we'll see you all next Sunday.